Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Build a Kingdom. It's been an extra week, but I've finally got another video done. I'm going to start by cleaning up the streets here a little bit before I move on to building the main city proper, the poorer side of town. We're going to start with the wall to the north, which I decided that the city needed a wall along the top edge just to keep stuff out, and then after that we'll be building the main part of the city here in this square. And we'll be building out from there some docks that the people will use for personal fishing, not major fishing, because the lake is too small. So, first thing first, I decided to get rid of all the grass right away. I wasn't sure if I wanted grass throughout the city or just plain dirt. And I still haven't quite decided yet, but I think I'm going to go back to grass. I'm not sure. Because I kind of like how the dirt makes it feel like it's, overused and not well maintained as much. There I am experimenting with the new cobblestone wall that was added in 1.4. And I'm building this wall primarily because I felt that side of the city felt just a little too open. It had a mountain blocking people from incoming, but I figured I'd just add, one tiny barrier so that, you can't launch a sneak attack. Once I've got that squared away, I start putting in floors on some of the frames that I've made for buildings. And I start adding spaces for where the doors are going to be. And I'll place the doors there. I decided that furnishing the houses before I build them would actually be more efficient than cutting, showing me furnish it. Choosing the floors for these areas, the choices were primarily made based on the idea that the closer you got to the center of town, the more money you have. So the floors that are closer to the town end up being more carpet and stone, and the ones further away end up being more wood or even dirt. There I'm throwing the beds down, deciding whether it's a single or double bed home. And actually, some of these homes I'm going to be changing because some of them will be 2 stories high. I am trying to keep the height in mind for these particular areas, so that later on, when I'm actually building, I have something of a plan available to decide how tall the houses will be. I'm throwing in chests and workbenches and stumps with potted plants on them. The decoration varies from house to house, and I will be rearranging some of them based on the height that the house ends up being. And finally, I finish up and start building the houses. Tossing down a roof on that lower left corner there. And we'll switch to a better view. So now I'm replacing some building materials and making sure that each house is a little bit different. I'm also, as you may notice, adding different colored tiles to the roofs to try and make them look more ramshackle and not as well put together as the more expensive homes. Although that person does have nice daisies out front of his house. Some of the roofs are slightly misshapen also. Again, in an attempt to create that ramshackle look. There's the guard's house, being furnished lightly to house about one guard. Now, I lost a video. I built one house on the corner there, and you saw in the last part, but the video was lost for that. So I deleted the house and just started over again. This house is located right next to the guard tower, ended up being 2 stories tall, and rather plain looking. Just because they're a little bit more well off. And then I traveled down the line, rebuilding that home, and adding a bit of problems on the roof there. I'm trying really hard to make sure that each roof is different, and making sure that they don't feel like they're all made by one architect, like they were made by different people. It's hard to do and make it look cohesive, but I did my best. Bringing in the walkways to the outer houses, and then going back to finish off the guardhouse. Decided to throw it into cobblestone really quick and adding some logs to the sides to give it some support. And we're done with the guardhouse. Now, you'll notice that in the center there's some buildings as I build the docks that belong to the people of the city. Those buildings are the remnants of an old recording that was lost. So, again, you will see me delete that and rebuild. So I threw in those private docks that are owned by citizens or put in by citizens, legally or illegally, who knows. And then right next to them, I put in the official city docks that are maintained by the city, and anyone can use them. I don't know how accurate that would be in terms of a medieval town, but yeah, whatever. I think it looks kind of nice. Going around decorating the edges. And then I replace the stone bricks at the bottom with mossy stone bricks to make it look like it's been sitting in the water for a while. And here we are redoing the center. Throwing in windows as we build. I am going out of my way to make sure that all of the windows aren't looking directly into each other from one house to the next. Primarily because I don't think people would build their houses that way, because they don't want everyone looking into each other as they eat. Making sure the roofs look properly disheveled. And I decided to make that house a little bit taller. When you see me fly around in a big circle like that, it's because I'm looking at the skyline. Putting a nice arch on that roof, and then a nice flat one on the next one. I've noticed that adding a different colored wood to a wood building on the corners is a great way, if you're not using missing corners, it's a great way to give the house a little bit more character. Putting in a loft on this particular house. I am not happy with the roof, and I will be redoing it, actually. In just a moment. skip deleting, and there I am building a new roof, which I am also similarly dissatisfied with. But instead of going right on to building the next one, I decided to take a break on it and think about what I want to do as I build the next roof. And I'm glad I did, because once I've built this roof, I felt I knew more accurately what I wanted to do on the other roof, which was slightly similar. More of a stair-step design. Pushed in slightly with a nice little arc. And that is the north side of the city. I think I'm going to be re-adding the grass in, just to make it look a little bit more green. I think the green provides much better contrast than the dirt. The dirt blends in with the houses far too well. And here is the city so far. Castle, the rich district, the church, the shop owners, and some shop owners we have yet to build, guardhouse, courthouse, north side of the city, and yet to be built south side of the city, and the less reputable businesses. I'll catch you guys next time on Let's Build a Kingdom episode 9. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Like and subscribe if you've been enjoying it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.